Okay, we'll start in today's problem. Okay, up till your first and second problem, I hope it is clear to all because first problem I had done, second problem I asked you all to do, and that doubt also was cleared. Okay, so I'll go on with the next problem. Next problem is also very similar to that. I will just read the question once and then we'll go ahead with the solution. Okay, see, the Bad Luck Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31st March 2015. And the liabilities were as follows. You have secured creditors 20,000, preferential creditors 4,000, unsecured creditors 50,000. Liquidator realized 25,000 from the securities held by secured creditors and 6,000 from other assets. Cash in hand you have, which is 1,100. The cost of liquidation amounted to 1,990 and the liquidator's remuneration is at 3%. 3% on what? On assets realized, and 2% on amount given to unsecured creditors. Okay, so this also we have done. Prepare the statement and state the distribution made to the unsecured creditors per rupee. Okay. Now, before I go ahead with the solution, one thing I want to tell with respect to secured creditors. Now, what is different in this problem is that secured creditors is 20,000 what is given here. Okay, in your previous problem, we all had one more information which will be available in the bracket. But here that information is available in the form of adjustment. What are they telling you? The liquidator realized 25,000 from the securities held by the secured creditors. Means I had taken a loan of 20,000 by keeping the securities, by keeping the assets as a securities with the secured creditors, and now those assets have been sold for 25,000. So there is a surplus of 5,000. But the difference here is these assets were not sold by the secured creditors, but it is sold by the liquidator only. Okay, there is no any much difference here. I will tell you how you have to do this. So we'll start with the solution. Okay, and when we do the solution, I'll clearly tell you how it has to be done. Okay, so here we write with the format. Okay, we start from, you give the heading as your liquidators final statement of accounts. Okay, and then I start with my receipts, amount, payment and amount. Okay, so receipts first, according to, look into your format also. According to your format, we have cash in hand. Check whether in the problem you have cash in hand. So write to cash in hand. In the problem they have given cash in hand as 1,100. Okay, next comes cash at bank. There is no cash at bank in the problem, so I have not written cash at bank. Then comes your surplus from secured creditors. Okay, I told you I had taken a loan of 25,000. I've taken a loan of 20,000 and now I have sold it for 25,000. So the surplus made is 5,000. Okay, no changes, same thing what we have done in the past two problems, same format I'm following it here. Okay, after your surplus, next they have told you, here they have told you 25,000 from the securities held by secured creditors and 6,000 from other assets. 6,000 from other assets means it is your assets realized. Okay, because here they are talking about realization. So one is secured creditors realization, one more is the other assets. So two other assets realized is 6,000. That's all. You don't have any other information on the receipt side. We have cash in hand, then surplus, and then comes your other assets realized. Now going ahead with the payment. In your payment, what comes first? Check whether you have legal charges or liquidation expenses, and then you write the remuneration. So we have one expense which is called cost of liquidation. Okay, cost of liquidation, liquidation expense, all means the same. Cost of liquidation is 1,990 given. Next, according to the format comes what? Liquidator's remuneration. Okay, so check in the problem. We have underlined 2%. One is at 3%. The other one is at 2%. Okay, so we'll do separately for 3% and separately for 2%. So here I am going to write working note with respect to liquidators remuneration. Okay, first we'll do at 3% on what? On what have they mentioned? They have told it is 3% on the amount, 3% on the amount of assets realized. Okay, so it is 3% on assets realized. Where will you get this information on assets realized? Look into your problem. Here we have written other assets realized 6,000. So one item you have to write is 6,000. The other one is 25,000, which was realized for your secured creditors. Okay, so both we should consider here. It is 25,000 plus 6,000. So 25 plus 6,000 is 31,000. On 31,000 you have to give 3%. Okay, so on 31,000 3% will give you 930 rupees. So this is the remuneration for assets realized. So at 3% I am writing here 930. Okay, done. Next comes what? 2%. At 2% on what? 2% on payment made to your unsecured creditors. Okay, now when you are writing unsecured creditors, what did I ask you all to do? You have to find out how much is the amount given in the question, and you have to compare it with what? Actual balance available in the problem. Okay, you have to compare these two. Now what is the actual amount given for unsecured creditors? In the question they have given is 50,000. Okay, so in the question unsecured creditor is 50,000. How do you check your available balance? Available balance, how do you check? You just minus your receipts and your payment. In your receipts, see how many items you have? 3 items. So take the total. So that is a total of 1,100 plus 5,000 plus 6,000 is the total of your receipts. This I should minus with the total of the payment. How much is the total of your payment? It is 1990 plus 930. This is payment. Okay, now please check. It is 1,100 plus 5,000 plus 6,000. You get 12,100. Okay, minus 1990 plus 930. You get 2,920. Okay, so 2,920 minus 12,100, you get only 9,180. Okay, so available actual balance available in the problem is only 9,180. So you cannot write 50,000 because you don't have 50,000 in the business. You have to give only on 9,180. Now what you will do? You have to see the comparison whether you have sufficient amount or not. If you have sufficient amount, we use first formula. If there is no sufficient amount, then we use your second formula. Okay, what is the second formula? Second formula is remuneration is equal to cash available into percentage of remuneration divided by 100 plus percentage of remuneration. Okay, how much is the cash available that we have calculated? 9180. Okay, so 9180 into percentage is 2%. So into 2 divided by 100 plus 2. So 9180 into 2 divided by 102 will give you 180. So the remuneration that you are supposed to pay at 2% on unsecured creditor is only 180. Okay, so remuneration part is done. Next, what do I write? I write debenture holders. But check whether in the problem you have information on debenture holders. No, there is no any information on debenture holders. So I don't write debenture holders. So my next will be preferential creditors. Okay, preferential creditors they have given us 4,000. So write 4,000 as it is. Next comes what? Unsecured creditors. Okay, now how do you write your unsecured creditors? See, we have already used which formula? second formula. So when we are using second formula, the problem will end up till your unsecured creditors. Keep that in mind, okay? If you have used first formula, then you can write up to shareholders. But if you have used second formula, then your unsecured creditors only your problem will end. So basically by unsecured creditors, what I am going to write is only the balancing figure. So I know here it is total of 12,100. So from 12,100 minus all the payment, minus 1990, then 930, 180, and then 4,000, you get only 5,000. So this 5,000 is the available balance for unsecured creditors, and I close the problem here. Okay. So this is how you have to do your problem. Now this is very simple. There is no any kind of extra adjustment that I have done. If you have not understood the problem, you can please call me back, or you can just text me in WhatsApp. I'll help in trying you out with clearing the doubts. So what you have to do is, within 1 hour's time, you have to understand this problem, then write down in your notes, take a photo of it and send it to me along with your name, roll number and your section. Okay, it has to reach me before 1 hour, before my class finishes. Before that you have to send me. Okay, understand the problem and then do it in your notes. Blindly don't copy the problem just for the sake of attendance. Okay, so I am going to end the video here. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me.